they never heal before they get with another person that's broken. So now you got all these broke pieces together trying to form something that was never established in the beginning. They never were recovered. They never got well. They never established who they are as an individual. They just became a broken person in another relationship with another broken person from another negative relationship. So that anger comes in, that animosity comes in. So now I may not have been able to hit on the last chick I was dealt with because she didn't want food with that, but now I can release my anger by hitting on you. Or this woman, hey, my other boyfriend didn't play that, but now I'm going to hit on you. So you got a lot of people that they're angry and they're upset and they're broken, and they have to release that tension out on somebody, right? I'm not an advocate on fighting in relationships. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. Bottom line, I have a saying, if I got to beat you, I don't need you. You feel me? So we ain't got to be fighting on each other like that. We should fight for each other, not on each other. So my response to that, man, would be, you know, is that I think a lot of people are broken and unhappy with who they are, and then they get with these other people, and then it just boils over, man. It just becomes spontaneous combustible.
Right.
No.
Well, go ahead. I would say, man, I would say this right here, man, and this is being real. This is being real. We're living in a real society, and people have real problems. But here's one of the things that I will point out. We got real situations and real problems, but don't nobody want to be realistic. The realistic thing is, right, how many people in relationships or in marriages, like, actually, opening and honestly with themselves and with their spouse and whatnot, tells them everything that they feel like they need to know, or what do you tell them the things that you only know that won't impact them? Because a lot of these situations come from to say that one man is going to have a conversation, whether it's emotionally or intimately, with one woman for his whole life. That's a realistic question. Because what happens is we start raising our children to be unrealistic, and when they face these problems, they crumble, man.
Then they get mad.
They actually crumble in their face. They get mad because we set them up for failure. We set them up for failure, and it's happening every day. You know what's happening now with a lot of these domestic issues? Why a lot of them, you got men out there killing women because he don't found out she just had a friend that she was talking to on the phone, right? Not enough to take nobody alive, though. But you know what takes the life is the shock. Is the shock of, I know you ain't been doing that, versus when you have an understanding that you are grown people, and grown people are going to make a decision that sometimes you may not can stop, right? Even in the business world, men and women have to engage with each other, right? But it's up to that man and that woman to either cross the lines, but still be cordial as business partner and still be cordial as friends. But how many people are open in their relationships and their marriages about it? A lot of them are not. Right. So when it happens more than it don't happen. So when it happens, what do you get? We get what we got right now. A lot of domestic issues, but nobody's actually really talking and understanding the problem. Because we are living and we're living in an unrealistic world. We're living in an unrealistic world.
Yeah.
And I feel like when people start being honest with that, it'll start changing a lot of our problems.
You're right about that. You're definitely right about that. Yeah. Solid take. Mr. Whiting.
I want to say this, bro, man, because I like talking about relationships because people, we're in the time, bro, we're going to always dealing with, abuse in any form, bro, is bad. And sometimes the word.
There you go in that bad spot again.
Hitting somebody. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
So, no, I do not know what you mean because I did not hear it. Say it again.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Words are very powerful. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's very sensitive a serious topic. You know what I mean? Because it's people, just like Vincent said, people are getting hurt. And a lot of times we got to be careful with our words because people are hurting each other's esteem. For someone that's supposed to love you, you know, just say you're in love with your wife or your spouse or significant other, and they shoot down or they say something to hurt your self-esteem when you're trying to do what you can, and vice versa. Men do the same thing.
Just mean.
Women. So I want to talk about verbal abuse too. You know, before the hit, because a lot of times that's what happens, bro. And we got to stop treating each other like that. And when we say we love each other, so you know, but we need to, we need to talk about that.
Yeah, that could be a whole nother show, man. You know, we'll run a show on this one. So, matter of fact, we'll run a show based upon this particular topic as far as the abuse aspect of it. And is there a good reason for a man to lay his hands on a woman? Is there a good reason for a woman to lay her hands on a man? Those questions and more we'll answer on that show. You did, because because it goes on a lot more often than we think, right?
Oh yeah. Right.
And that was solid. That was a solid point, Vincent. Very solid question. You know, I just encourage people, man. And my dad used to always say, when you get mad, put your hands in your pocket. Just put your hands in your pocket.
Yeah. You know, they've always said when it stops getting mental, man, it automatically goes physical.
Yeah.
It gets physical when it stops getting mental, man, and that's something, you know, people need to think about.
You got to start showing love.
Yeah, because each individual, man or woman, they know when they're mentally being broken down. They know when they're breaking down. You know what I mean? They start losing control. You start losing control. You start developing an anger. Right then, you're already doing a mental breakdown, because the next thing is to react. Like Brandon said, you're going to react, and that's when it gets physical. That's when it gets physical, and it's like not understanding that. Man, just like we doing.
Hey, bro, I'm going to say this, and this is my last statement. Before we close.
Yeah,
bro, that means talk to you any type of way, bro, and you sisters keep letting these brothers talk to you any type of way.
Just stop.
We just gotta stop, bro, because that defeats everything you stand for as a man. Stop that before you get to that, and just talking to you and belittling you any type of way, and you accept it. You know what I mean? And women, the same thing. That's why I say balance. Quit letting these dudes talk to you any type of way.
Stop it.
And demand your respect. You know what I mean?
But you know what? If you land with that woman and chilling with her and stuff like that, why would you talk to her any old kind of way? What kind of dude is that, though, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, then the same thing with a lady. I mean, this your dude. If this your dude, why you talking to him like that, man? But anyway, you know, we'll wrap a taste on that when we do this show.
Can I just say one more thing? Man,
no, man. No.
It made me think about what Brandon just said.
Go ahead, bro.
Somebody put a post up on Facebook, man, and they was talking about Omarosa meeting with the Minister Farrakhan. Right? And there was a lot of comments about it. And then this one dude said something about this sister on her page, right? And there was another woman that actually got on there and liked it, but the brother was very disrespectful, because I ain't gonna lie, it pissed me off. And I don't even know these people, but it was like, you can't talk about no woman like that. You know what I mean? It ain't cool to talk about no woman like that. And his sister's not aware, just because you might agree with his topic, to sit back there and like something like that when he calling the B's and H's and all that. Now, what about when they're at home? What about when somebody do you like that?
Hunting ain't no fun when they really got the gun.
Exactly. We got to be mindful of that, man, because you see it a lot.
No doubt. You right about that, man.
See it a lot.
You got to be mindful.
We got to be mindful of it. If a man talking about a woman like that, and that's something we don't tolerate, we don't get on his Facebook page and say we like it. No, we check it. Exactly. You don't talk to her like that.
Nope.
We think like nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I have done that. For real, bro. Some women that I know I'm cool with, I have got on there and done that. That's why I say.
Right.
I mean, I have, so.
Yeah, we got to clean that up, bro.
You're right. You're right about that, man. There's a lot of work out here to do, my brothers. There's a lot of work out here to do, man. we've had another great show, man. You know, the time just goes by, but I'm always mindful of time because we try to run these shows. We run them around 8 or so in the evening, and so, you know, it's 9 o'clock, and I'm mindful of you guys work hard and do what you have to do throughout the day, get your own businesses, your own lives. So I always try to be mindful of that time. And so, Mr. Booker, I'm going to let you close out, get your closing statements, then Mr. Whiting, then I'm going to wrap this thing up in a pretty little old box, and we going to go and go and go. Can you dig it?
Oh, sir. I want to say to all the people, man, love, man, and love hard. And there's nothing wrong. And if you're going to be angry, just know what you're angry for. Know what you're angry for. You know what I mean? Like, ask yourself these questions, like, why am I so angry? And deal with the issues. Like Shelton said, have some conflict resolution. You know what I mean? Right. Like, real, sometimes just sit back and listen. And sit back and listen. And like what Brandon always said, man, there ain't nobody above criticism. That's what I want people, man. That's what I want for the people.
Give your contact information.
Okay, y'all can reach me at, I'm a Brandon Friend up on Facebook. I'm Shelton Friend on Facebook. Y'all can reach me directly. I'm a Cell, 469-329-9821. You can email. You can find me on my email, vinbook71@gmail.com.
Hit him up on the back phone. On the back phone.
Hit me up on the back phone.
Mr. Busy B, Moving Company. What's your closing statements, my brother?
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I love to do this every week, bro. That's
absolutely.
You know, power in these words. Think about it, man. That's what we're trying to do. Get you to think about it. But I also want to say this, man. I know everybody don't believe like this, but man, if you pray, prayer too, bro, is a powerful tool.
Oh yeah,
man, God will take some of this stuff away from you, bro. Ask God to take some of this stuff away from your heart, and that's a big tool. And a lot of times we forget about that. The power in prayer, bro. And they talk about the serenity prayer. You know, what all the things you can change, the things you can't change, you can't even worry about it. So you know, you gotta be in a good spirit. But if you start off with prayer every day, maybe that's the starter point that will have your day where you won't be so angry. You won't wake up bitter because two of those, they can't exist in the same space. Righteousness and evil in the same space. So I just want to say that, bro.
Solid.
Man, you know, you're greater than what you may think you are, but you're great not to be.
Solid take. Solid take. Contact information, Mr. Busy B.
Mr. Busy B, yeah, man. Hey, man, I'm telling y'all, man, appreciate it, Shelton, man.
Yeah, man, that's what I do,
man. I'm the man to help you move, man. And I ain't gonna even charge you no whole bunch of money, man. Y'all hit me up, man. I do this, man. That's what I do. I love to do it too. So
exactly.
Especially in small town, especially in my hometown, hit me up, man. I ain't Brandon Whiting, and I'm Shelton's friend. I'm Vincent's friend. You know, I do motivational speaking to the kids as well. Man, we got big things coming up. We got the music dropping.
Yes,
hey, man, it's about to go down, bro. So.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I can see some rooms packed with kids right now. Man, I want to thank you guys again, man, for a great, great show. I want to say, man, love hard, even when it's hard to love. Okay? Continue to love, continue to care. Even when it's difficult, you still have to go through because we serve a God that put us here. We serve a creator that made us great. We serve a creator that put greatness inside of us, and he said he looked at us and said he made us in his own image, right? So that means we walking around looking at little bitty gods and gods walking around all day long, right? So how would you treat something that's precious? How would you treat something that created creation? How would you treat something that be so powerful? You look at the birds, they ain't tripping. You look at the squirrels, they ain't tripping. You look at the caterpillars and the flies and the bees and the caterpillars, they ain't tripping. What are we tripping for? He made us way better than that. Gave us a mind, gave us a heart, gave us a thought, gave us goals, gave us some teeth. What are we tripping for? What are we tripping for? So my thing is that we got to resolve our issues. Internalize what is going on. Resolve what's going on with yourself. As Michael Jackson said back in the day, look at that man in the mirror. When you point a finger right now, you got 3 back at you. That means you got 3 times you got to figure out what's going on with yourself before we get out and try to diss somebody else. So continue to walk in love and know that person is going through something and they're important just like you are important. All right? So let's slow down and let's figure those things out. Crockett, Texas, we coming, baby. Saturday, it is here. We done made it, baby. We made it. what? It is going down. Do you understand me? I don't care if 5 people or 55 people come there. Y'all gonna get fed mentally, physically, spiritually, and dynamic speakers on board. It's going down like 4 flat tires running over a construction site with nails in the road. It's going down. Can you dig it? Man, I appreciate y'all. Once again, a great show. Great information.